Welcome back, guys. Let's make an empty syringe and combine it with a golden carrot. There we go. We have a growth syringe now. Hey, this is Binary Guy 10, and we're back over in the cow farm. If you want to see how I built this, check out last episode. But let's go ahead, and these cows are taking a long time to grow up. So let's go. Boop. Got an older cow. Boop. Boop. Nope, it only works once. Let's go ahead and flip this machine on. Remember, this is the slaughterhouse, so let's have it turned off right now. Flip the lever, and there it goes. Well, we got some other things to do this episode, so let's get started. Up here on top of the mountain, I'm prepping for the actual main base. Got a big hole going down the middle, and I did some recharging on my energy cell. Let's drop it down and get it going again. There we go. I'm voiding gravel, cobble, and dirt, and keeping all the rest of the stuff. Haven't found too much yet, but we haven't got very far either. We'll let that run for a while. Remember the steel from last time? Well, it's been a really long time, and here come the steel ingots. Okay, we need a place for power generation. I think I'm going to use this area over here. I'm going to build it out of some of these quarried blocks, which are added by Railcraft, and I think they look pretty good. So let's start building the floor. Whoa! Okay, so they stand it pretty well with creeper blasts. We'll need to secure this area better in the future. Well, I'm going to need to mine some more quarried block, but there's a good starting place. Let's go ahead and start building some boilers. To make a high-pressure boiler, we need steel plates. So let's make some pistons, and a crafting table, and a rolling machine. We'll set the rolling machine right here, and put some steel in it. Alright, it's got power, and we're crafting some steel plates. Okay, we got 72 steel plates. That's enough for 36 high-pressure boiler tanks, which is as many as we need. Now let's make some of the liquid-fueled boiler firebox. We'll need some fire charges and some more steel plates. There's the steel plates for the fireboxes. Okay, the firebox calls for some fire charges. Takes blaze powder, gunpowder, and coal. 9 of those total. 1 for every firebox. Let's make a couple extra buckets. Let's make 9 of these. Perfect. Let's also grab an aqueous accumulator. Let's go ahead and set up our first high-pressure boiler. We'll drop an aqueous accumulator right here. Put water on both sides of it. See, it's totally full. We only need it to come out the top, so let's turn off the other stuff. And also, just to hide it, I'm going to drop a liquid tesseract right here and set it up for biofuel. Going to set it to receive only. Alright, let's lay down the liquid fuel boiler firebox and the tank on top of that. And last piece right there. Ta-da! We have a boiler going. Now we click on it, we see it's filling up with biofuel really quickly, actually. And the water is starting to fill up as well. Alright, that's going to start heating up. Eventually it'll get up to 1,000 degrees, which is max temperature, and that'll be the highest efficiency. That'll probably take a couple actual hours for that to happen. So right now, let's go ahead and just let it start heating up, and we'll get some engines made so we can produce some power off of it. There are 3 kinds of steam engines in Railcraft. There's a hobbyist steam engine, a commercial steam engine, and the industrial steam engine. The industrial steam engine can produce 8 MJ per tick, and that's what we're going to be building. It takes a lot of steel, so let's get started. Make some stone gears, and then make some steel gears. Some pistons. We'll get some steel plates rolling. There we go. I need 54, and I have 56, so we should be good. Whew. There's a lot of steel there. That's enough for 18. We're being invaded by a king slime. Man, that's a huge one. Let's just capture him. Got him. Haha. We'll put that to good use later. Went ahead and started building a building around the boiler. So let's go ahead and attach some liquid ducts to it so we can get some steam out and working for us. I like the liquid ducts. A steam boiler produces 720 steam per tick once it's fully powered. That's enough to power 18 industrial steam engines. Each liquid duct can output about 80 steam per tick. So if I do 9, that will output as much as the boiler can produce. Go ahead and whack them with some wrenches and get them all hooked up. There we go. And we'll close the floor up. Okay, let's start placing engines. I have the conduit going up the middle, so let's face here, face here, face here. See the steam automatically connects. Let's go ahead and flip the direction on the conduit. Just hit it with the wrench, it'll turn inward. I don't think this really matters, but it looks nicer. Add some more liquid ducts and run the steam up the tower. In order to start the engines, we need a redstone signal. To do that, I'm going to use some of the RedNet cabling from Mine Factory Reloaded. And just for fun, let's make a RedNet historian as well. Let's go ahead and place our RedNet cable, and it actually looks really cool when you place it against these machines. Take a lever, stick it on the side. Now if I turn that lever on, see all the engines start up. They're all filling up with steam. There we go, and they should max out at right at 8 MJ per tick. That's this whole half of the tower. Do the same thing for this side. Now the reason I made a historian is not necessary, but it looks kind of cool. Let's drop it here. And that tells us the level of the redstone signal that's coming through. So if that's at the top, we know that the engines are running. We turn it off, we see it drops down, they're off. It's kind of a cool little screen. Alright, so the whole tower is starting to run. Let's see how our steam boiler is handling that. It's still got a bit of steam. It's going to use it a little faster than it makes it right now. But once it finishes heating up to 1,000 degrees, it should be pretty much at equilibrium. This tower is producing 144 MJ per tick, which is technically more than a redstone energy cell can accept. But let's go ahead and see what it does. Oh yeah, that should charge it pretty quick. I probably use Tesseracts or something, so we will wind up using all this energy, even though we are wasting part of it right now. But it's good to have the infrastructure set up. I'll go ahead and build a building around the top of this at some point. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one.